Hi everyone, John Sinclair here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the Lebert Equalizer Bar and how I use it with my Parkinson's patients and how we've developed programming on the 7 Movements platform to help show you how effective this strategy can be and how effective this tool can be with people with Parkinson's disease. So when I first started working with people with Parkinson's, one of the things that I started to notice that was valuable to the outcomes that people were wanting to improve on was obviously flexibility, balance, being able to stop their tremor, and just feeling like they can restore movement patterns throughout the day. And so what I've found with Lebert Equalizer is such a brilliant tool to be an aid for people that want to move a little bit better and restore some of their motor control. The first thing that I think of when I use this is just number one, it's a balance aid. So I can spread this apart anywhere that I want, and if I'm doing squats and I feel like I need a little bit of security or a little bit of balance, if I'm going into a single leg movement, they're here for me. So I can move these in any position. I don't necessarily always have to have a chair. I can put them in a variety of different positions, which are going to change the way I do my movement. So it's just there to help me guide those people and let them move them around wherever they need to be, as opposed to a chair being kind of blocky and in that one position. So first benefit of Equalizer for Parkinson's disease is having it as a balance aid. The second thing I would say is just being able to plant your hands and be in what we call a closed kinetic environment. So closed kinetic means I'm grounded some way, as opposed to where my hands are placed on something that is grounded. So the other part that we think of it in terms of open kinetic is when your hands are in the open, like I found with a lot of clients, when they have dumbbells, it's harder for them to do something with dumbbells because they're having to move them independently in time and space. Whereas this object here, I can move around, as you'll see in a moment. I can move it with 2 hands or I can move it with 1 hand, but most importantly is that I can be grounded. So whether I'm working on march, single leg march, whether I want to actually be into a balance hold just with my arms, holding that position like a parallel bar, whether I want to be into a prone position, I can do push-ups from this position and feel very secure and stable, and I can work my way up and down these parallel bars in a variety of different ways to stimulate vectors of force through the tissues in a variety of ways also. The other thing is just having to be able to use this product in time and space. So just like a medicine ball, we can just move this one off to the side, and I can use this as I squat. I can be loaded, it's 8 pounds, but I can restrict how far I want that person to move. So I can now be interacting with it, as well as just changing the depth. So I've got a different way that I can interact with this object as I move in time and space. I can cradle it around my shoulders and be completely loaded. So I can be from here, holding it onto my shoulders as I squat or as I hinge, right? My hands are planted. I can focus on working on muscles that help restore posture, and I can use it as a medicine ball. I can take this thing anywhere. I can press it, and it's only 8 pounds. So folks that don't have a tremendous amount of strength, this is a great way we can start building some strength into your program with submaximal loads. Speaking of submaximal load, it only weighs 8 pounds. So even though you're moving in time and space, this object is only 8 pounds when it isn't moving. As soon as I move this object in time and space, it weighs 8 pounds still, but now I'm capturing some momentum as I move this, and that momentum is going to transfer that force through the body. So we have tons of programs showing you how to utilize these on our platform. And the last thing that I would suggest that is good for is just being a flexibility aid. So I can use it to elevate my leg up onto it. I can use it as a way I can stretch my quadricep. I can use it as a way where I tip it onto the ground, and I can do some cobra positioning, things that I wouldn't maybe feel quite as comfortable going onto the ground at, but now I can have control of what my body feels like to kind of counter strain the effect of Parkinson's and us getting that kyphosis in the spine. So again, it'll aid in not only flexibility and mobility, but also in posture. So I hope you like that quick little run through. We have a whole bunch of programs on our platform of how to use the Lebert Equalizer that you can add into your membership. When you get a membership, you have all our programs included in it. So if you have the Parkinson's program, you can also have the Parkinson's Toolkit, and you can download all our different Lebert Equalizer Bar programs in there. We have them for recovery, for mobility, for strength, and for power. So, or for cardio rather. So we've got lots of different programs in there. I hope you really enjoy them. Go out, get a set of Lebert Equalizers here on Cyber Monday. I think you're really gonna love them and be an awesome addition to your home.